think we're good to go.
All right. Comfy?
I'm ready. I am.
Welcome to another episode of Knerdout.
Nerd out!
I'm Randy, and this is Brian. We're here to bring you all our daily, weekly, monthly nerd talk. Yeah, so here we are. First thing is, I'll be honest with you, I didn't buy a whole lot this week. I bought the Defensor Combiner Wars Groove, and it was completely out of obligation to make sure that I completed the Combiner War Defensor, which looks like the coolest one to me. But that's all.
That is going to be the coolest one.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to swallow paying $10 for that, but you do what you got to do. Yeah. Other than that, a little bit of news. They showed. Did you see pictures of the Masterpiece Road Rage vehicle mode, the Corvette?
Yes.
The Stingray looks awesome.
Looks beautiful.
It does look awesome.
And I love it that it's painted like a Firebird.
Yeah, a Firebird.
It has a bird on a hood.
Isn't that from Trax? Like, didn't the original Trax have that?
I think so, but that's a Trans Am thing, not a Corvette thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I thought
it
looked sweet.
No, it looks great.
Yeah.
I think that the contrast of the dark blue with the red looks really good. It's gonna look really good with the.
Will they be available at the same time?
As same time as what? No, I think Trax comes out
Road.
first. No, they're gonna space it out, I think. And then they also showed. They revealed the San Diego Comic-Con Combiner Wars Devastator, which is essentially the Combiners Wars Devastator with some different paint applications. The chrome purple. What do you think? It looks good, doesn't it?
I think it looks beautiful. That would honestly be my preferred one.
Yeah,
but
me too.
God, I mean, what is it going to be, $300?
Probably.
Right there?
Probably,
I mean, they're just going to double the price for chrome paint.
No, it looks sweet. I think that Combiners War Devastator is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, I think that there's probably some shortcuts. If you're looking for, like, it's not like the third-party one, the Hercules, is that it? Like, it's clearly more detailed, more collector-friendly, but this looks like a big, giant, fun robot.
Yeah,
I mean,
that Devastator looks sweet. Yeah. I don't care what they call it. It looks sweet, and it's a toy.
Yeah,
and you can beat the hell out of it and play with it. It looks fun.
Absolutely. So that's exciting. I don't know. Would you get the San Diego Comic-Con one, or probably just bite the bullet and not bite, just deal with the 150?
You know what? If I could get it tomorrow, if my buddy was there today, I'm going to pick you one up. Do you want it? Big? Hell yeah. And I would never get the normal one, but I would only get it if I could get it before I saw it. I don't care which one I get.
So anyone out there listening, Brian wants a San Diego Comic-Con Devastator.
Yes,
pick
please.
It up for him.
I'll pay for it.
Or he won't. Either way. Yeah. Other than that, the Leader Class Combiners Wars Ultra, a lot of Transformers talk. Transformers Ultra Magnus has been released. I did watch a video review. What are your thoughts on that one?
I watched a few video reviews, and I mean, it looks a little chintzy to me. There's a lot of QC issues. Like, a lot of people are getting them with two left arms.
Really? I didn't know that.
So it'll transform, but like you'll have like your right arm that'll go up, but the left won't, and it looks really hollow.
It does. Like, just watching the review, that I saw, it was like you could hear the plastic. Like, you could hear the cheapness of the plastic. That was kind of a bummer. But let's not kid ourselves. If we find it,
oh God, I'm all on it. Yeah. I totally want it.
Yeah. Even after having the Masterpiece, Masterpiece Ultra Magnus that just came out like 2-3 months ago, I still would buy this Combiner War. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. But Brian, you got something new that you got to talk about. This thing looks awesome.
This is the DX9 Trigger, otherwise known as Astro Train.
Trigger? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Trigger or something. I don't know how to say it. And this toy, to put it lightly, is awesome. I love it.
How would you put it heavily?
I don't know.
That's awesome.
Never thought of that.
Yeah.
But it's sweet. I can't say enough good about it. I'm gushing on it. It's super complex. Not overly complex, but super complex, but intuitive at the same time. It's a fun transformer because you can look at the parts and look at the picture of it, of what mode. But yeah, that needs to go like that, and for the most part, it does it. Like, you can really figure it out on your own and have a good time with it. But it's not easy either. It's to me, this is everything a transformer should be. It's heavy. It's a pound. It does weigh a pound.
It looks amazing.
It looks like, it's Astro Train. It sizes up well. It's about 10 inches tall. I can't say enough good about it. It's got tight joints, decent paint apps. It's very detailed. I love it. You got to get one. It feels great. Not quite a masterpiece, but I don't think it's going for that.
It's not that it's not a masterpiece, in my opinion. Again, I've only just been introduced to it. No, I'm good. It's not that it's not a masterpiece. I just think that the overall aesthetic of it is not quite masterpiece design. I think it's somewhere between masterpiece and like the chug design. It's got a lot of the lines in it, which most masterpieces don't. I have not transformed this thing, but immediately when I saw it, I thought it was incredible. It is something else. DX9, they did the cycle that I reviewed, and I love it. This thing is amazing. And the
they
box
are knocking
art,
it out of the park. Yeah.
Show up that box art. That thing, it's just.
Look at your real pictures.
I would totally get a print of that and put that in the nerd room, man. I totally would.
Or it'd be awesome. A great shirt.
Yeah,
it would be a great shirt.
It's great design. I don't know what they have next on the table, but I'm super excited to see what they're going to do next. I think.
And they're fair priced. It's $150. You know, I mean, I think that's pretty in line with what it should be, and it's fun. It's not fragile by any means. It's a great toy.
And after playing with the Megatron, I think this is probably refreshing. The Megatron was awesome, but let's not kid ourselves. It was not fun looking at all.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Megatron is not awesome. It looks beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of sculpture, but as a toy, it fails.
I could see
and this
that.
does not. This wins on both. You know, the Megatron. I love it. I mean, it's one. I'm so glad to have it in my collection, but it's not fun to play with.
It's for the shelf. It's for the shelf.
Yep.
Last week, to move on, we talked about at the very end of last episode. I was in process of watching one of my Holy Grail pieces, which was the Machine Robo MRB 747 Jumbo Jet, which was only available in Japan in the 1980s. I believe if you flew on this specific airline as a child, they would give this to you as a promotion. And I just want to say, oh yeah, I got it, man. I got it. This is amazing. I got it for a good price. Actually, I'll just tell you guys, I paid $255 for it. I was expecting to pay about $300. Now it seems like a lot of money, but man, I don't know how many of these were made. It's amazing. Now, with every Holy Grail piece or something like that, you know, comes potential disappointment because you have been gearing up for this item, trying to find it and for a very long time. And when you get it, it's kind of hard to satisfy every aspect. I will say this is great in every way except for, strangely, no die-cast metal. I'm very surprised. It looks like it has die-cast metal. Is that acceptable enough?
I mean, you know it is, but I know how you feel. Like, it's like going to the Comic-Con and meeting William Shatner. You know? He's not everything you thought, but you're glad you did it.
Right.
You know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely not a disappointment.
No, but it's you have perspective on this now that you never had before. You own it, you know? And it's like, so yes, you're actually very privileged to know its shortcomings because... Had you not owned it, you wouldn't know. Yeah,
I was very excited when I got this. I was so excited when I won, and you know, in honor of this, I have started check out Knerdout, our Instagram page, which is fairly new. I'm a virgin to it, but I'm putting together GoBots guide. So if you just look up GoBots guide or Knerdout on Instagram, check it out. I'm putting together a guide. But in honor,
cool.
It's fun. You know, my photography skills are pretty weak, though, man. I'm not a very good photographer. I need to increase our lighting, as you could see in the videos. But you know what? It's acceptable, so deal with it.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
In honor of my Holy Grail, we decided to come together and put together a list of our top 3 Holy Grails that we would that we have left that we would like to purchase. Now, amongst me and my toy room, I have many items that were at one point a Holy Grail. The list is getting smaller and smaller. So we're doing the top 3 Holy Grails that each of us still have yet to own, that we would like to own. There is a rule, though. Nothing could be classified as a Holy Grail if it was never properly released. For example, Rocket Fire Boba Fett. Everybody wants that. It's a Holy Grail, but guess what? It was never really produced. Now you can get your hands on it, but I'm not gonna.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
You couldn't get it on the card.
Right.
Doesn't count.
And I'm not counting the Dark Crystal prototypes by Knickerbocker in the 80s. Not counting that because, yes, I could probably find someone to sell it to me, but it's not a properly produced item. Same thing with the LJN Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom figures, blah 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 blah. So with without further ado, our top 3 Holy Grails. Mine are kind of in order. You want me to go first?
You want to go first?
All right.
Are we going to go one at a time?
Yeah, we're going to go back and forth.
Right.
Number 3, the SDF-1 playset by Matchbox. Do you know what I'm talking about?
You gotta be shitting.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know what that is? Okay, and this was very lightly reviewed, but Matchbox came out with a toy line for Robotech in the 80s, and they released an SDF-1 like playset. I think it was very lightly released. I don't know how
it was very difficult to find it. It came out at the end of the line. They did not make a lot of them.
No,
so
I don't even.
I watched a special on it, but and they didn't even have the playset. It was a guy talking about the playset.
Right.
So it was really difficult to find.
I was a huge fan. I'm still a huge fan of the. I collected the Matchbox Robotech figures, and I just always wanted that. So that's number 3. What do you have, number 3?
Matchbox SDF-1 playset.
Nice.
So I guess we're in agreement there.
We are.
Yeah, and it's funny. I like it because I'm a Macross fan and all that, and I'm not even a huge 3 3/4
No,
inch
you're
fan,
not. Actually,
but that would get me into
Right.
like. I get that.
It would just be cool to
It's
have.
sweet. Yeah, that's definitely a grail.
So what's number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me is the Empire Strikes Back, the die-cast TIE Bomber toy.
Oh, that's a good one. That was a tough one.
Yep.
That was tough.
I always wanted it as a kid. I actually saw one as a kid, and just.
You mean in the stores? You saw it? See,
I thought it was neat, and I could be I might have saw it on the back.
Okay.
I knew it existed, and I wanted it so bad and never had the opportunity to get it.
For a while, they got super expensive, and then they came back down to earth when in the late 90s when Star Wars was just, or maybe it was the early 2000s, Star Wars was just everywhere, and that stuff was coming back down to earth in price, but now I think they're expensive again.
Yeah, I mean, it was a rare piece either way.
It's super rare.
So,
I think it's cool. I never, like, I think it's super cool. It'll be cool. Do you want a carded one or loose one?
I want a carded one.
Yeah, okay.
I love the card on it, too. I loved all those on the card.
My number 2 I'll go to is the Starcom 6-shooter. Now, for many people out there aren't even familiar with Starcom. Starcom was a great toy line in the 80s by Coleco. They all had this like
time out. If you're watching this and you don't know what Starcom is,
do some research.
We'll educate you about it, but you should know what Starcom is. Sorry.
But no, it's good. At the tail end of Starcom, Coleco, I believe, sold all their liquidated all their remaining stuff to Mattel. And in Italy, I think it was only Italy, they released another series of Starcom toys, and they came out with this vehicle called the 6-shooter. And all I've ever seen is pictures. I've seen auctions, and they go for like, I think the last one I saw was like $880. And it's just like, that would be one of the things that like, if I won the lottery or if I'd come across a ridiculous amount of money, I think that would be one of the first toy lines that I would just go online, spend ridiculous money, and finish. And the 6-shooter would be at the head of the pack. So
yeah. Sweet.
So you want me to do one or you want to do one?
You pick it.
All right, I'll just do my one. My one, number 1, is the 3 3/4 inch Mego Black Hole Old Bob Star Sentry and Inhumanoid. These were only released in Europe, I think maybe even Canada, and ever since I was a kid, I'm a huge Black Hole fan, and I just want those action figures. And I want them loose, too, so I can like put them with my collection.
That's awesome. Those were actually, I would also put those on my list, although I didn't choose them.
You put those in an honorable mention?
I would definitely honorable mention them.
And your number 1 is?
The Lancy. It's a French company, and the 2-pack Alpha Beta from the classic Alpha Beta combo fighter from
Macross, Robotech.
Robotech.
Piata.
Most Piata came in space.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was just rumored, only available in France, I believe, maybe Canada for like 10 minutes.
Was it officially released?
Yes. Oh God,
it absolutely was.
You can get them in the box.
What would they run for?
I saw one on eBay. In a box, beat up a couple years ago for $4,000.
Wow.
So
that is a Holy Grail piece.
Yep. It's just one of those things that
I think that there's no way that could not disappoint in like if you got it, like I just remember talking about that with like Dave Lekowski and we would all get together. Shout out to Dave. Hi
Dave.
Yeah. And just absolutely just like that was a Holy Grail.
Yep.
I've never owned the Takutoku Alpha, the big one, and it was
actually Gaiken.
Gaiken. Oh man, I lose points.
You don't lose points because
Gaiken.
They had so many different companies making their stuff. They had Takatoku Matchbox Gate.
I think the green one was the coolest, but I want the blue one because that was Scott
Bernard.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm surprised that you did not mention the Tetsujin 28 from Godaiken.
Yeah, no shit.
And I'm guessing you didn't because you at one time owned it. Does that take
it off?
Yeah,
it does take it off.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, the whole thing is, given if I had a chance to get all this stuff, I think I would definitely get that Alpha Beta over a Tetsujin 20. Now, don't get me wrong, a Tetsujin 20 is a grail piece.
Yes.
It's just...
You had it, though.
It
was kind of a junker, and I don't mean that in disrespect.
And it's not even like, it's a magical piece.
Yeah,
and it's like, I would love to have that again, but... That's so far.
I don't like the Tetsujin 28 toys they're coming out with today because I don't like the animated. Yeah, the fat where it's like a fat dude. Like I like the old Godaiken where it like looked like a robot, and that would be cool if Soul Chigoken would come out with one, but it looked like that.
That would be that would be like
my dream toy.
Yeah, that would be my dream toy.
I mean,
without a doubt.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I got a couple honorable mentions if you don't mind. One of them is the Buck Rogers Starfighter. For the 3 through 4th inch figures.
I had that.
Yeah, see, I didn't have one. Now, that would be like an honorable mention. If I wanted one, I could probably get one for about $300 right now. So it's just, the thing is they yellowed really easily, and I don't think I want to own that simply because I'd be fearful that it would just yellow. Also, the 18-inch Alien action figure from Kenner, the old 79 Alien. I mean, I've had chances to get them, and could get junkers, but like I think that's cool. I want one. They've done so many different Alien figures though that it sort of takes a little bit out of that. Another one is the G.I. Joe USS Flag. I mean,
of course.
Yeah. The only problem with that is the reason, beside the fact that it's going to cost me $1,000, is I can't fit that here.
You're not going to.
Yeah, where are you going to put that? No, it's been a while.
Oh no.
Where would you put it though?
Nowhere.
Yeah,
but, that's not. Oh yeah, that goes for a lot more than that now.
Yeah, one other honorable mention that USS Flag. You know what? I'll be honest. I've never even really played with that. I think, again, Dave Lukowski had one. I don't know if it was complete, and I kind of messed with it. But as a kid, man, I remember seeing the box up at the Toys R Us shelves, and it was
and it was up high.
It was up high. Oh, my God. You would have to look up. Your neck would get cramped. It was just amazing. That thing was just... They just don't make stuff like that anymore.
No.
Unbelievable.
No, they don't.
The last one on my list is, in the 80s, Remco made Universal Monster figures, and they did like a 9-inch series, Frankenstein, that came with the Monsterizer. And I had a friend who had one. It was very fragile, and it was just really interesting, and I just have it like ingrained in my memory, that feeling of playing with that. And I would like to get one. I've had chances to get them. Mostly they were broken. It's just something that I would like.
Monsterizer?
Yeah, it was kind of like the bed that Frankenstein laid on, and then when he got electrocuted, that what gave him his power. But it was a really elaborate, like, light up noise making thing, and it was just one of those things that, like, my memory of it as a child is probably cooler than what it actually is. But I just have a really like good memory of playing with that from a friend, so I had to put it on my list. How about you? Anything else?
A couple honorable mentions. G1 Megatron, but not so.
Okay.
I always wanted it as a kid and never had it.
Right.
So that was one that, Tetsujin 28, for sure. Man, Zoid's Giant Zerk.
What is that?
Big Zoid. It was a big Zoid in the 80s.
What vehicle was it, or what kind of creature?
It was like a Triceratops.
Okay.
It was probably this big.
Man, Zoids were cool.
Yeah,
man.
they were really cool.
They were elaborate. That's about it, huh? Anything?
Yeah, that's about it. I was spoiled.
Yeah, you were spoiled.
I hate to say that. It's terrible, but yeah, I was spoiled.
Sorry, Nancy, but you did spoil your boys.
Spoiled me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not me.
One more.
All right.
Death Star playset.
Oh, is that the one where the thing would come down over Vader's head?
Nope. Wait, that's the Star Destroyer.
Oh, I like the Star Destroyer.
Yeah, the Death Star playset. That's an important piece.
With the trash compactor.
Yeah. It was one of the first playsets to not have cardboard.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was the first solid playset.
I loved the Star Destroyer playset. My brother had that when I was a kid. It was one of the few big playsets we had. Yeah.
That was an awesome piece.
It was awesome. But yeah, so like, I got a Holy Grail. My list is getting shorter, and there's probably other things that would have made the list. had I thought about it harder. Plus, like, honestly, I mean, I have owned a good amount of stuff in my day.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's hard to...
And you've never owned one of those.
No,
That's
never,
what's awesome about it.
Never. That's what makes it a holy
Yep.
grail.
Yep.
Yeah. So, unless you got anything else for us,
I'm good.
please visit MotorCityToyStore.com. We're going to be doing some reviews in the next couple weeks with him. He's going to provide us some toys, and you can go to MotorCityToyStore.com
And buy stuff.
Yeah, and none of that, but you can buy some of the stuff that we review
Yep.
at an incredible discounted rate. Subscribe to us, please, and check out our Facebook and Instagram page.
Remember to like.
Like.
Bye.
Nerd out.
Nerd out!
You blow!
Put a Decepticon emblem there, because I have to cut it in like 3 spots.